Hello my dear viewers, this is Alex Cheshire game now in the City Skylines 2 game. This is the second stream, and today is I used to create 2 streams and the game crashed, so I need to check what is wrong. And when I reinstall the game, I used to play and don't see the crashes, so I don't know how I need to expect now the stability of the game. So I hope now it's a good stability, but let's see. So today we create a new city. Yesterday or on the previous stream number 1, you can see that we used to read about tutorial, what we need to do and how we need to create the city. Let's use now without the tutorial and the next one with tutorial again. So let's try to use the main strategy with the creating a simple wind turbines, many living zones and agricultural production. So I used to start on the coral reaches map that have the 76% of buildable area. I think this is very good for us and very huge area to build. For a start, like me, when I used to play this game, first of all, 3 days ago, this is very good. And let's try to start. I think I don't need to change the city name because I so much time see the crashes of this game. This is not comfortably to me at all. Let's try. So let's see. Now we can see the huge place. We can use it, and you can see so much trees. We can collect these trees, but like I can see that we don't have enough money to collect this tree. The main thing that we can use to collect additional money is this yellow and black inside circle, or what it is, to collect the livestock farming, grain farming and vegetable farming. I don't can now to look about what we can use next if we collect these resources, but I start my strategy using this one. Let's try to start from building the some special buildings using the right button, because we need to plan the road outside and don't use any waste millimeter of this valuable area for us, like here. Okay, place one of them right here, and let's try to check. I need to minimize my mouse speed right here, because every millimeter have a value for us. Let's use as this distance. Okay, and what is the angle for us? I think this angle is good. Let's use this one and finish building area. Okay, so this is the first area. Next area I think will be to create the grain farming. let's create the grain farming. You can see that the area is not much huge to don't make additional roads. This is not cool for us, so we need to waste more space to the roads. So let's create the simple road. I think we need to create gravel roads from 2050 credits per kilometer, and let's create them from the border of this zone right here. Okay, let's try. Yeah, so now let's see. Optimally to use this building, right there. Okay. Now let's create the zone that we use to harvest these resources. This one and this one. I know this is not an optimal, but you know I play this game a few days, so I think this is normal. So we have the second zone that using the grain farming. Next we use the vegetable farming, but we don't have this ability before we opened the milestone 1 tiny village. So let's use a few more in here. For this we need additional roads. Let's create additional road in here. Yeah, this is the right location. Okay. And here. Great. So let's create additional one. Grain farming. I used to create it maybe this like. Let's try to make the area. Okay, now we have an additional area. I think this free space we need to leave to use it for the vegetable farming. When we open the milestone 1 tiny village, and let's create additional infrastructure. We need electricity. Here is our electricity wires, like power lines. We don't need this one because here we have expecting to collect the stone, like you can see here, a very valuable area. We don't need to waste it by this power lines, so we use to create power lines very carefully from this border. So use to create power line in here, and then we can choose a small coal power plant or wind turbine. And I expect that if we create the coal power plant, we use to lose a lot of money because we don't collect additional coal, and even if we collect additional coal, we still lose additional amount of money. So this is not a good idea. The best idea to create the wind turbines. So let's create them. We don't have some rocks or some mountains to have the optimal place to the wind turbine. So you can see this is no matter when we can place it. So let's place it in here. Okay, so we can connect this wind turbine only by use the little electric cable. So let's use this cable, and we need to connect this cable to the rod. So let's connect to the rod. I use gravel rod because I think we need to focus on a simple village that used to collect agricultural resources. So let's create the rod and let's connect it to the main rod in here. So let's see what angle we need here to create this carefully. 86 and 90. 86 and 90. From this angle, and 83 and 90. 83 and 90. Right here. Okay. So now we can collect some trees from here, and we used to connect this wind turbine using this electric cable. Let's use it. Okay, like you can see, now we connected. And we can see how much we can produce energy. Production like 5 megawatts and consumption 0.3 kilowatts. So if we have the consumption like 0.3, this is not a problem to have only one wind turbine for now. Let's now create a small water tower. We don't need to lose additional money to create something huge that we don't need now. So let's create this one. Okay, one is enough. We need to create the savage outlet, but you can see this savage outlet have a very huge possibility. We don't need it because we used to spend a lot of money. So we create it, and then first of all, what we used to do is to lower the possibility of this savage outlet. So let's use the pipe to connect it to our street, because inside our streets we have additional pipe. Let's use it to connect. Okay, you can see we connect it now. And to lower the level of money that we spend to this savage outlet, we need to open the first milestone, tiny village. To open this milestone, we need to spend money. Let's think what is wisely to spend money now. I think first of all we need to create the living zones. For the living zones, we need to create carefully the roads. So let's create additional gravel roads from 2,500 kilometers per kilometer, using this road from the start. Okay, let's use it. let's think how we can to do this with the right angle. Now we have 90 and 90. Okay, let's check. Great. So now we can use this point and circle to create these roads wisely. And you can see we have the left side and the right side of our road to create the living zones. So let's create them. I choose the residential zones, the simple zone, and start to create them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can see this is green for now, and we have expect to start in building the houses in here. There. So now we need to expand the amount of these gravel roads. Let's use the same thing in there. And let's use it for the additional living zones. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to choose the dirty zones that have produced an additional resources but have a huge amount of pollution. I used to create them right there. Okay. So we don't need to connect the living zones to the industrial zones. So I change this green zone to the Destiny business zone. Okay. Now this is lower zone is the industrial. You can see that we have right here a huge amount of water, so we need to use the rod right here. And to change this zone to the business, because we use this underground water resources and we don't need to find this water dirty after a few years with the industrial zones. Like here you can see this is the underground water, and if we use only trading zones, we have these zones almost clear. We save it. So now we need to connect our special buildings that collects livestock farming, grain farming, and vegetable farming in future to the main roads. Let's connect them. For this we need to create additional roads. Let's use to do this. creation of the roads is not so interesting, and we need to do this. And we need to do this carefully. Let's save the game. And let's see about the electricity level. Our production is 5 megawatts and consumption only 0.2 megawatts. It's normal for now. Let's see about the water. We have output 15,000 per month and consumption 0.3. So we don't need to worry about it. Let's see about workers on these buildings. We have employees 0 per 16. We need to wait. Let's see here. Here we have already 2 employees from 22 available. And here 1 employee from 34 employees. Great. So let's see what we need to do now. I think we can speed up the time of the game to the maximum. We have no any problems here. And we have an additional time. So I think we need to continue building the roads in here. From the top left of the screen, you can see that the population is increased. We have almost 200 people in our town. You can see this situation where we have to create an additional road in here, but I know for now that after 2 or 3 hours we need to construct structures like huge school or huge police department that need this additional place in here. So I leave it. Don't use this place for now, and we need it in the future. In the top left of the screen, you can see that we have raised the medium density residential demand, so we need to create an additional special living zone like medium density row housing. For the medium density, we choose this site. And this site we need to upgrade with the roads. So let's construct additional road in here. Okay, so let's use these zones to set it for the medium destiny. Row housing right here. Okay. And after we builded them, you can see this is start constructing the housing, and the medium destiny residential demand level is lower. So we have first milestone. We can upgrade something. Let's see what we can upgrade. We can save our special points for the future, or we can choose something for now. And I want to go to the solar power plants in the future. And to open the solar power plants, we need first of all to open the emergency battery station. We need to use one special point for this. Let's read about it. Emergency battery station. I'm sorry, I need to drink some water. So, emergency battery station. The station reduces the negative effects buildings suffer from when there is no electricity, produces a low amount of noise pollution. Let's unlock them. And let's see what we have now. Now we have plus 2,000 per hour money. This is not so good because we don't construct yet any places for the garbage, any places for the healthcare, and we don't open now education level, fire and rescue, and police administration. So we need to rise up the quantity of our living zones for now. Let's see. You can see the icons in here. Let's read what this icon is. Lack of labor. The company cannot find enough employees. Uneducated employees 17. Poorly educated 5 from 5 is already here. And we still have opening positions for 17 people. So we need to create more living zones. And now we have the lack of energy. Low energy, so we need to create additional wind turbine. Let's do this. This costs for us 25,000. We need to connect this turbine to electric cable. Let's use electric cable and connect them to the main road. Because like you can remember, inside every road we can have in this game additional cables and tubes. Great. So let's raise the taxation. We can safely raise the taxation rate for the residential 20, commercial 20, and for the industrial 30. This is normal level. We can lower the budget for the water sewage because, like I said 10 minutes ago, we have a lot of sewage possibility and we don't use it. So let's see. Sewage level now. We have processing 25,000 and have production only 7. So this is very good for us because we lowered our investing in this site. We don't lose money now, but we don't have enough water, so we need to buy additional water towers. Let's buy it. You can remember that our water tower is on the bottom left here. Let's create additional one right in there. Now we can create it in here because it's overlapping our wind turbines. So let's create it here and use the water pipe to connect. Okay, let's see now how much water do we have. We use now to input 11,000 of water, and we have the consumption 8,000 of water. So this is very good for us. We don't lose money, we don't lose water, we don't lose anything. Let's see about additional roads. What do we have here? I think we need to expand our living zones and to think where we used to plan our garbage management. I think the garbage management is optimal to stay in here. So we need to plan living zones closer to the garbage management. And here we need to think about creating something like stone mining, coal mining, ore mining. So how do you think? Do we need this or no? I think we don't need this in this game. So I think we need to create here an additional living zones. And here we can to make an additional roads for this. Let's make them. We have no water in here. Let's see what happened. We need more towers for water. Let's make them. One more in here. An additional water pipe in there. Okay. Now let's see. We have enough water. Electricity production is normal. And let's save. And continue creating our roads in here to expand our living zones, because the optimal way to create all of this is 66% of the living zones. For the 66%, like you understand, we need a huge amount of roads in here. So this is the simple town that, not a town, village, the simple village that focusing on the agricultural vegetables, fruits and other things like farming, and because of this we don't need a huge expensive roads. Now you can see we unlocked the possibility to create vegetable farming, so let's use additional building in there. I used to pause the game and destroy these roads and these buildings. Because we need to use this place. Let's see. We need to destroy a little more.
Now entering thick digital games. Prepare for sensory overload.
You want it thick. Digital. Are you a man or a mountain? Digital. You ready for a game that rips out your heart and stops it to
So let's see. Here we have special ground to create the vegetables, and we use it.
with everything we got. Digital. Thick. Digital. It's all out war. Welcome to the Bell and Cock. We've got what you need.
That's cool, man. I need a saddle. My old one.
We've got saddles. Grab the Lord.
Let's create the area where we can collect, where we can create and collect our vegetables.
What's up, baby, granny?
At the Bell and Cock, we've got what you need. Now, if you'll excuse me, sir.
Using this border.
Hello?
And this one. Okay, so now we need additional road in here. Let's create it. Great. Now let's use this part of the ground. You can see that we can collect the textile fiber farming, but I don't think we need this textile fiber. I used to collect more vegetables. And I need an additional road in here. Let's create it. Okay, now we can construct this additional farming to this place and start making the farming zone borders. Yeah, okay. Now we have this zone. And let's see. Connected successfully. So now we have plus 6,000 per hour. And we have the border here. We have expand our border line. Let's expand it using the map tiles in the left bottom of the screen here. Let's see. We need to choose where we need to buy the land. So let's open the special view. So we need 1 and maybe 2. These 2. Okay, let's buy it. Open the map tiles. I buy this one and this one. Purchasing. Great. Now we have only 5,000 per hour, but we have an additional land. So we use this land to create an additional farming. Let's see how much land we use to each other types of farming. Livestock, then the grain again, and this is the vegetables. So we have to expand the first one, livestock. So let's create the livestock in here. And for this, of course, we need an additional roads. So let's use the roads. And let's see. I want to use this land very carefully. So I think we need to place our building something right there. We need to have additional place for the road in here, so I have to free the space for the road. And like you can see, again we crashing, we have the game closed. So I used to make the settings that gives to us a possibility to save the game using the autosave. This is not a cool, so I think I need to reinstall the game again. The game is still cool. I used to play in it. This soldiers morale was when this is the search time for the day. I need to solve the problems with this game, but that is what it is. So I hope you like this video. I used to continue our streaming maybe a little later or yesterday or tomorrow. So I wish you a good evening, and I hope you want to see my next stream with my friend. Now I used to create another stream to another game, Age of Empires 4, in a few minutes. So I end this stream and wish you a good evening, and if you want to go to sleep, a good dreaming, good dreams and good sleep. But if you don't want to sleep, let's wait a few minutes and let's go to the other stream, to another game. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.